So you hear me a lot on this channel bang on about the power of belief and the laws of the universe, okay? We're going to be talking about these two things in relation to women and how you can use these two things to get more women into your life, regardless of what age you are, regardless of who you are as an individual. The power of belief and a specific law of the universe that I'm going to be speaking about in this video will help you get more girls. And you know, even if it's not even in a spiritual way, if you're not really a spiritual individual like I am, I'm quite spiritual, and I see these things for, you know, the spiritual perspective, like, oh, law of attraction, manifestation, all this kind of stuff. That's how I see it, right? And I truly do believe in that kind of stuff. Now, let's just talk about it in a practical way, in a logical way, first and foremost, you know, because this applies to everybody. You can't argue against this. You know, this is the most practical and logical way of looking at it. Even if you're not spiritual, this can still relate to you. So let's talk about the power of belief first and how that relates to women, how you can use that to get more women. If I walk around and I genuinely think I've convinced myself, somehow I've just convinced myself, women don't like me, women find me unattractive. And every single time I go and speak to girls, I can't talk to girls. That's what I believe. I believe I'm the man that can't talk to girls. I believe I'm the man that struggles with speaking to women. If I've somehow convinced myself of that, or for some whatever reason, I've experienced a negative event in the past, like, oh, I went and spoke to a beautiful girl and I got rejected, or I stuttered, or I made a mug of myself and I embarrassed myself, and now because of that I latch onto that negative past belief and I define myself by that belief, by that moment in time. So now I believe I can't get any girls because of this one event. Regardless of what the situation is, we can both agree, right? Even forget the spiritual stuff, we can both agree. If I walk around and I think to myself all the time, I believe that I am the man that can't talk to girls. I'm the man that girls find unattractive. I'm ugly. Girls don't like me. If I truly convince myself of that, then naturally, logically, if I'm in a social setting and there's beautiful women around, or I want to go and talk to that beautiful girl over there, naturally I'm just going to be more shy, timid, reserved, closed off, rather than, you know, open, positive, charismatic. I'm not going to be like that, because in my brain's telling me, yeah, these people don't like you. This girl thinks you're ugly. So you're not going to be walking around with the most confident and optimal frame if in your head you're telling yourself, oh, everyone thinks I'm ugly. Or, oh, I can't talk to girls. I'm just the guy that can't talk to girls. If that's your self-image, if that's genuinely the way that you see yourself, then naturally you're not going to be able to talk to any girls, are you? That's the logical, practical way of looking at it. You can also look at it from a spiritual sense of like, well, if that's the vibration that you're on, if that's the energy that you're giving out to the world, naturally that's the energy you're going to give back, isn't it? The law of attraction, the law of vibration. And I want to talk about in particular the law of vibration and how you can use that law of the universe to literally get more women. But we'll start on the power of belief. How do we recode, reprogram our mind to start believing, we can get girls. I can get women. I am good with girls. I can talk to girls. You know, I'm not a fucking retard. How do we do that? First of all, you must just acknowledge wherever this belief has come from, you are defining yourself by an action that can literally be changed. This is not something that's out of your control. You can control your social skills. You can build that up. You can level that up. If, for example, cold approaching is a weakness for you, rather than defining yourself as the guy that is bad at talking to women because you can't cold approach, just see it as a skill that can be built up. It's separate to your identity. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I see myself as the guy that, okay, I'm good, I'm good at anything, I'm good at everything, right? Literally, that's how I see the world. This is my mindset. This is not even an example. This is genuinely the way I see the world. I can be good at absolutely anything on this planet. Anything that is humanly possible, I can do it as well. Right? Because I've got that belief in my brain, I don't allow anything to stop me. I don't allow any limitations to stop me. So, for example, if I was shit at just going up to women and talking to them and initiating a conversation, you know, introducing myself, saying hello, getting to know them, cold approaching, basically, speaking to random girls that I've never met before and introducing myself and, you know, just getting to know them a bit more. If I was bad at that, the fuck is that noise, bro? If I was bad at that, I wouldn't identify myself as a failure because I fail at cold approaching. Does that make sense? I've separated the two things. Cold approaching is a skill that I can work on, or social skills, whatever you want to phrase it as, right? That's something that I can level up. That does not mean that I'm not good at it. That does not mean that I don't have the potential to be good at it. That does not mean that I'm destined to be shit with women for the rest of my life because I'm currently bad with talking to women. Does that make sense? You got to separate the two things, right? And you can also retrain your mind. So, for example, I'll see cold approaching as like, okay, it's just a skill that I'm leveling up. It's a skill that I'm leveling up. One day, right now I'm shit. Just like if you went to the gym for the first time, I have no idea what I'm doing. Naturally, I'm going to build it up. You don't go to the gym and think, well, I'm fat forever or I'm skinny forever. I can't put muscle on because right now I don't know what I'm doing. Like, you don't see it like that. You see it as something that you progressively work towards, progressively get better at. And that's what you do with women. It's as simple as that. If you're bad, if you don't know what to do on a date, just go on more dates, practice. If you don't know how to talk to girls, talk to more people. Forget about, speaking to girls, talk to more people. Just be more social. Practice your conversation skills. Wait for the plane to go. Do you understand what I'm saying though? Are you with me? Yeah? In terms of recoding the way that you think, it's most likely a subconscious belief. Okay, so it's most likely deep in your fucking brain. You have convinced yourself over years of reinforcement that I am bad with girls. I can't talk to girls. Girls don't find me attractive for whatever reason. You've convinced yourself of that fact. Now ask yourself, is there a guy out there with your genetic disadvantage that can get girls? Is there a guy out there that's 5'8" that can get a lot of women? Yes, there is. So whatever reason behind the fact that you have this belief, forget about the reason. Oh, I'm 5'8", that's why I'm unattractive to girls. Do you see how it ties in? There's also a guy out there that's 5'8" that's attractive to girls. So it doesn't matter. That's so irrelevant. Do you understand? So get rid of that first and foremost. To reprogram your belief system, you have to literally sit there and fucking meditate. And every single day you have to meditate. First thing in the morning, meditate till your body goes numb and just visualize who you want to be. And change those beliefs. I am that fucking guy. I am good with girls. Even if logically right now, in reality, you're not. Even if logically, when you go up to a girl, you stutter, you're awkward, you don't really know what to say, you can't hold a conversation, you got weird social mannerisms. Even if that is who you are in the physical realm, mentally, if you imagine yourself as how you want to come across, you imagine the man that you want to be, you're going to feel how he would feel. Your body cannot tell the difference. I say this all the time. Your body cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. Your nervous system can't tell the difference. So if you can just imagine yourself as the man that you want to be, who's good with girls, and you do this every single day, you literally reprogram your brain, you reprogram your subconscious mind to start believing, oh, I am that fucking guy. Because again, your body doesn't know the difference. If you imagine that every single morning, and alongside that, alongside your meditation and visualizations, throughout the day, you're telling yourself positive things. I'm the fucking man. I can get any girl that I want. I'm confident. I'm strong. I'm attractive. I look good right now. I smell good. I feel good. You're just telling yourself positivity non-stop every single day. Guess what's going to happen? Naturally, over time, you're going to start to believe it, aren't you? If you woke up every single morning, looked in the mirror and said, fucking hell, I'm an attractive man. Look how strong I am. Look how big I am. Look how good I look. If you, every single morning, you told yourself that, you're going to naturally just do you not agree that over time you'll start to believe, oh, I am fucking attractive. Oh, I have got muscle. Oh, I do look good. Like, it's really, really common sense. But again, even in the logical way, even in the practical sense, if you tell yourself these things, naturally, it's just going to become your reality. You're just going to start believing it, because all that you do every single day is tell yourself positive thoughts. And you combine that with meditation and visualization. Over time, you're going to get deep into the subconscious and you're going to change those beliefs. And then if you come back again, it's a positive spiral if you start doing these little things like meditation, visualization, and positive self-talk, telling yourself, I'm the fucking man, I look good. Every single time I get a negative or insecure thought of, oh, you know, I feel, oh, that girl over there won't like me. You know, I remember this, it happened the other day. I was sat at the gym doing lat pull downs, right? Lat pull downs in the gym. And there was a girl I don't know, she was a hip thrust or some bullshit, like they all do, right? There was a girl over there doing hip thrust, and we made eye contact, and I held it, we held good eye contact, and she gave me a little flirty smile. But for whatever reason, I had this thought of like, nah, she won't like you. Like, you know, there's no reason for you to go over and introduce yourself, no reason for you to go over and talk, because she won't like you. She'll find you unattractive. I don't know what it was. It's one of those days, but you get it every now and then, it just happens, right? It's your mind trying to keep you comfortable. You know, it's much easier to just sit there and pretend that, oh, I didn't see you, or to sit there and pretend that, oh, I'm not interested, let me just do my lat pull downs, than it is to go over and talk to her. That's the uncomfortable option. So my mind is going to try and take me to the least resistance, the most comfortable, which is just sit there and just be a bitch and pretend, oh, I didn't see you, or I don't really care. Whereas deep down, I wanted to go over and talk to her, right? But my mind's trying to keep me comfortable. Naturally, it just does that. So as soon as I got that insecure thought, I told myself, I just flipped it. Now, of course, she'll find you attractive. Who doesn't? It sounds arrogant, but in your brain, you can be as arrogant as you want. Internally, you can be as arrogant as you fucking want. I tell myself all the time, I'm the fucking man. I'm the most attractive man in this gym. I'm the most attractive man in this room. Every girl in here would want me, right? I just genuinely tell myself these things, because why wouldn't you do that? Why would you say, oh, well, most girls would, but I couldn't get that girl? Why would you limit yourself? You may as well just tell yourself, yeah, I'm the fucking man. I can get any girl in here, anyone. There is no limits for me. Big yourself up like that every single fucking day internally. Don't walk around externally being an arrogant prick. Of course, don't be arrogant in conversations and things like that. But in your brain, in your own mind, yeah, be as arrogant as you fucking want. Big yourself up. Positive self-talk, okay? That brings me on to the spiritual side of things, which is the law of vibration. Whatever energy you are giving out to the world, naturally you're going to attract more of it. We're all on frequencies. We all vibrate on frequencies, okay? So if you're vibrating on a negative insecure frequency. That's naturally how people are going to perceive you. That's naturally how you're going to hold yourself. That's how your posture is going to be. I felt it, bro. As soon as I told myself, yeah, she wouldn't want you. She finds you unattractive, even though she's clearly just giving me the flirtiest smile I've ever seen in my life, bro. Held eye contact. She's clearly interested, right? But your mind will play tricks on you like that. So when I told myself, oh yeah, she wouldn't be interested in you, I felt my posture just drop. I felt myself just like slumped over, like, naturally it just happened. It's like subconsciously my body responds to what I tell it up here, and it's like, then naturally the girl will respond, oh well, he's sitting like this, he looks a bit shy, looks a bit awkward, looks a bit timid. So even in the logical practical sense it works as well. Even if we're not even talking about spirituality, it works in the logical practical way as well, because she's going to look at you and think, oh well, he looks shy. Okay, but then you talk about the energy side of things. If that's the energy I'm putting out, naturally that's how the world and the universe is going to perceive me. He's the guy that's shy, awkward, and is unattractive to girls, because that's what he believes, that's what he tells himself, that's the energy he's operating from, that's the frequency he's operating from. Are you with me? So the law of vibration is basically the understanding that everything is a vibration, okay? And what you think, your thoughts, the mental imagery that you put up here, dictates the vibration you give out to the universe. Okay, I know it sounds wishy-washy, spiritual, whatever, but again, apply it to the logical sense. If you're walking around thinking, well, what a shit day, this is such a terrible day, everything goes wrong for me, everything always happens to me, I'm a victim, blah blah, if you're thinking these thoughts, you'll find that you just naturally start to have a worse day. Do you ever find that when you have a bad day, it never gets better? One bad thing will happen to you and for the rest of the day it will just be a shit day. Do you ever find that happens? It's because you're operating on a negative vibration. That's just as simple as that. It just is, right? The energy that you're giving out is attracting more of that same energy. Your vibe, that's literally the vibe that you're giving out to the world. You know when you meet people and that guy's got a bad vibe, or this guy's got a good vibe, positive vibes. That's what it is. It's vibration. It's energy that you're giving out, and that energy that you're giving out is created through thought, which means you can control it, which is a fucking good thing. Okay, so control the vibration that you're giving out by telling yourself, I'm the fucking man. So it's the power of belief. If you believe you can get any girl on the planet, you believe you're the fucking man, and you combine that with the vibrations that you're giving out, because you're more confident now, you're holding yourself with good posture, because I believe I'm the fucking man, I can get any girl I want. Okay, the universe is going to respond to that energy that you're giving out, and it's going to give you that reality. The law of assumption, it's the same thing. The law of assumption, whatever you assume to be true will most often become your reality, right? It's very, very scary how these things work if you put it into practice. Just try it, bruv. I know it's like, oh, well, whatever, don't work. If you think that when you're watching this video right now, if you think to yourself, well, it's not going to work, it's bullshit, it's wishy-washy, spiritual, blah, blah, blah. If you think that, guess what? You're giving out that vibration. Nothing's going to change. You'll find that girls don't magically start liking you. Try this and change your fucking mindset. And you're like, what the fuck? It's like magic. It genuinely is. You'll ask yourself, why is it that easy? All I have to do is change my thoughts, and now suddenly girls are looking at me. Now suddenly girls are interested in me. Now suddenly I can speak fluently without stuttering in a conversation. What the fuck? Like, I haven't changed anything in the physical realm. I've just thought, what's the line? I have thought different thoughts to myself, right? That's all I've done. But because you're giving out that different vibration, girls especially are very in tune to energy. Females are very in tune to energy, feminine energy. That's what it's all about, right? So if you change your vibration to a positive, attractive one, naturally they're going to feed off of that. They're going to want to be around that. They're attracted to that. I could go really deep with this. I could talk about pheromones and things like that, and semen retention, how this all links in. It's a really, really in-depth, interesting topic that I could talk to you about, but we'll save that for another day. Maybe a coaching call if you want to get to know more about that, because it's advanced level self-improvement. This shit is for the guys that really want to take this further than just, oh, let me go to the gym and work out. This is some next level shit. So if you're interested in learning more about that, the coaching's always down below in the description. Come and talk to me on a personal level about these things, because who else really in your life do you have to talk about, this kind of shit, or your porn addiction, or your fucking video game addiction, or the fact that you can't talk to girls? Like, who else are you going to feel confident enough in the real world to talk about like this? So the coaching's down there if you want to come and learn from my experiences and save yourself the years of hardship and pain to learn the lessons that I had to learn. So yeah, with that being said though, man, I want to finish off with 3 important things I want you to take from this video. 3 things to just remember from this video, so it's been worthwhile of your 14 minutes of your life, right? Power of belief. So believe, truly convince yourself that you are the fucking man, and you do that through positive self-talk, meditation, and visualization. So you got to change your beliefs. If you believe that you can get any girl on the planet, naturally, no matter what happens, even if you get rejected, you're just going to keep going, because I can get any girl I want. Okay, cool. She just was in a bad mood today. She just wasn't interested. That's all right. Logically, obviously, it's not possible. Not every single girl on the planet is going to be into you, but if you may as well convince yourself of that, so that you walk with a bit of confidence, you believe in yourself, you talk confidently with a bit of authority, because you believe that you can get any girl on the planet. So focus on the power of the self-belief first, right? Self-belief, how you view the world, what you believe about the world. Focus on that, make sure it's the most positive and optimal it can be. Secondly is the law of vibration. Okay, I'm going to make sure that the energy you're giving out to the world, you're vibrating on a positive, confident and attractive frequency, and you do that by simply changing your thoughts, imagining different things rather than focusing on the worst case scenario. Oh well, what if she laughs at me? Focus on the best one, because then you'll be giving out that frequency, you'll be operating on that frequency. Does that make sense? And finally is your self-image, the way you see yourself, what you believe about yourself. Yeah, if you see yourself as the guy that struggles with talking to women, you're never going to be able to amount anything higher than that. You will stay as the guy that struggles with speaking to women, because that's how you see yourself. Do you understand? So you got to change your self-image, and naturally your reality will catch up. Okay, if you believe that you are the guy that can be good at anything, even if I'm shit at talking to girls right now, bro, I can be good at talking to girls, because it's a skill you can level up, and I can be good at anything. So even if right now you're not the man, believe that you can be the fucking man, and then work towards it, and you'll get there. Simple. Okay, 3 things: power of belief, the law of vibration, and self-image. Focus on those for the next week, 2 weeks, and see how your life changes. See how your progress with women changes. Understood? Get out there, make it happen. I'll see you soon. Bye.